Department of Justice and the FBI concluded last month that no further disclosure of the files would be appropriate or warranted. From the government's perspective, Trump was a private citizen when the Epstein investigation took place and therefore is entitled to privacy protections. You guys get the bullshit that's going on?
I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it.
News. FBI, this is according to Bloomberg. FBI redacted Trump's name in the Epstein files. The Bureau's FOI, or Freedom of Information Act team tasked with conducting a final review of the records blacked out the names before higher-ups said last month that releasing the documents would not be appropriate or warranted. Something is fishy here. That team, tasked with conducting a final review of the voluminous cache, had applied the redactions before the Department of Justice and the FBI concluded last month that no further disclosure of the files would be appropriate or warranted. From the government's perspective, Trump was a private citizen when the Epstein investigation took place and therefore is entitled to privacy protections. You guys get the bullshit that's going on?
You guys are going to get my big face for this one. It's big face Afro Daddy time. How can they just do that? Oh, his name's in the files. We're just gonna black him out. See, he was a private citizen. The man ran on releasing those files. He has the head of the FBI and the deputy head of the FBI, both of them screaming from the top of their lungs to release those files. Where is the line? Where I don't know where the line is anymore. There's no more line. At first, it seemed like it was just going lower and lower, and now there's no line. They're just able to do whatever they want. First, there are the files. You guys remember all the binders and folders? And then there were no files right after Elon said that he was in them, right? And now it's a hoax. Oh, no. I'm wrong. And then it was a hoax. And now he's a private citizen, so they got to write his name out. How many times is his name on that list? How many times? How does that not scream corruption to some of you? I know there's going to be some ride or die people. I understand there's going to be people that are going to hang on for the rest of their lives no matter what he does because they're okay with that kind of behavior, right? They're okay with the Epstein behavior and the cover-up behavior, right? They're okay with it. So long as they perceive he's doing a good job by them. Ooh, selfish. But for the rest of us decent people, even a little bit, how is he allowed to do that? How are they allowed to do that? I'll tell you why. Because they stack the deck. They have so many people following them, both as voters and within the system, so they can just do what they want. Take note, in the future, if you want to run things the way you see them run now, just stack the deck. If our system is that open to corruption, we need a new system. There's no other way to say it. What really sucks, too, is from what I know about Project 2025 and what I know about civilizations, is one of the first big things to go is the people's trust in the system. This administration has done nothing but erode that trust. I don't care what any of you say. I don't care how diehard you are. Look around. The more he does these things, the more they do these things, the more they erode our trust in the system. There has to be some kind of accountability. If there's none, then it's an authoritarian regime, right? Just straight up. And you know what? On top of it all, they just moved Maxwell over to Texas from Florida, and I keep wondering why that is. Why would you need to do that after all that talking that Trump's ex-lawyer's been doing? All that deal working around, they've been talking about giving her temporary immunity. Mark my words, on top of everything else, they're gonna pardon that lady, I swear. That, I have thoughts on that, but I'm gonna wait and see what happens. If I'm right, I'm gonna have a big old laugh. We all are. I'll say it. It's not gonna be very popular with his voters. We'll say. All right, I'm done.